Good morning, Virginia.
Hey there, good Tuesday morning to you. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Greg McQuay.
I'm Cheryl Miller. We begin today on Virginia this morning with a story of inspiration. In college, Jamaal Williams was an athlete playing football for Virginia Union University right here in Richmond. At age 28, though, his life changed dramatically.
Now, Jamaal suffered a massive stroke, which basically left him paralyzed on the left side of his body, and he couldn't speak.
After intense therapy, Jamaal's life has changed again, and he's here this morning along with his mother, Daisy Williams, to share the story of his recovery and the good things that are happening in his life right now. Welcome. Thanks for joining us today.
Nice to see you, folks.
Let's start at the beginning. Jamaal, tell us the story of what happened the day you had your stroke.
I was in the my house, and I came about a sick feeling, and I called my mom, said to say I'm feeling sick. I might got to go to the hospital, and that's it.
And Daisy, when you got that telephone call, what was that like? And you knew something was serious.
We took him immediately to the emergency room, and they had said that he had his blood pressure was high. That was it, and that was on Valentine's Day of 2007. And 2 days later, we were talking to him, and his memory started to go. He could remember my name, he could remember his brother's name, he could remember his friend's name, but he couldn't remember, like, the phone number. His memory started going, so we asked the doctor. He said, well, we don't know. We're sending him to another hospital because we wanted to have a extensive check on his heart. And that night, I went home, went to bed, and the phone woke me up, and they said he had had a massive stroke, that he was totally paralyzed on his side, and they wanted me to know so I would be prepared when I got there. My heart broke.
I'm sure.
It's simple as that. It was very, very difficult to hear that your son has been stricken with an illness like that.
As an athlete, Jamaal, though, that must have made it easier for you when time came to say, we've got to get into some physical therapy and start working back to the road to recovery. What was that physical therapy like for you the first time? How tough was it for you to get mentally prepared and physically prepared for that?
Physically is like is all right, but mentally I wasn't prepared, you know. But one time when I got watching TV, and I got in my head to do it, you know, and that's it.
And I'm sure the support of the family came into how important is it for the family to get involved in physical therapy and rehabilitation?
They have to be there at every step to make sure. We were very lucky because Shelter in Arms was instrumental in Jamaal getting everything they need. They were, there was no limit for them. The more you asked for, the more they gave. That's what's so great about that facility. I cannot say enough about them. When you are a family member, sometimes hospitals and facilities like that will give you just enough. But you as a parent or a family member, you have to say, I want more. What else can we do? What will it take? Jamaal has gone through a lot of therapy over the past 2 years. It's something that he goes to periodically, because every once in a while I say, I see something changing. Let's go see if you can get something else. And Shelter in Arms has never said, well, no. He's had all the therapy he needs. They would say, okay, well, let's test. And each and every time, he's gone back about 3 different times.
What are some of the things that he had to learn, Daisy?
He had to learn to speak. He had to learn to walk. He had to learn everything, just like he was a small child again. It was really amazing to watch what they did. He could not, he couldn't walk. They had to literally take him and put him in the bed or put him in a chair. And that's very difficult for a young man who's been energetic all his life, and it's very difficult for me as a mother to see that. But you can't think about that. You have to think about where you want him to go. How far can it go? How far can he go? And you pray a lot. We pray a great deal. My church prayed. My family members prayed. Our friends prayed. It's something that it takes a lot of people. And Sheltering Arms was the head of our family at that time.
Well, you're making great strides.
Yes.
You look fabulous, and you got a great support staff right there and your mom.
Thank you for coming in and sharing your story today.
Thank you.
Hey, listen, learn more about Jamaal's story and other Richmonders who have beaten the odds this Saturday. You can catch the documentary, The Power to Overcome, right here on CBS 6. That starts at 7:30 on Saturday night.
That's the kind of shows you need to watch to see what you can do in life.
Put that on DVR.
Absolutely. Right now,